look at Rangers in recent times going across the city, they've struggled. There's no getting away from it. And if it goes badly at the weekend, they'll voice their opinions again.
Kris Boyd has labelled Celtic as heavy favourites ahead of the Old Firm on Sunday. Welcome back to Fog Football. Drilling commences outside. I feel like Rangers' season has been like a drill to the back teeth. But anyway, alright, who's heavy favourite? Of course it's Celtic, right? It's no surprise that he's come out and said this. He has turned around and said that the Rangers support would step up to task, and voice their opinion if it ends badly on Sunday. But let's look what other things Kris Boyd said during this interview. He talked about the fact that Rangers looked good. It was their best 90 minutes against Ross County in the 6-0 scudding on Saturday. Again, I mean, that's just stating the obvious. There was no 90 minutes that even come close to that. Rangers, you look at the season so far, St Johnstone were poor. Motherwell thought we were alright in the first half, but the second half was really poor. And then both games against Kiev were pretty poor. Obviously the first leg, you don't really care because you get the 1-1 draw. The Hearts game, 0-0. Doesn't really do anything for me because, it's dropped points immediately and the performance was awful. We're not talking about a great performance that resulted in a draw. Hearts should have won that game and I don't think there's any getting away from that. Awful performance from Rangers. But moving on to what other things that Kris Boyd was certainly talking about. He talked about the fact that Rangers are just not ready and about the fact that it's been a poor transfer window. He says Rangers will have to try and frustrate Celtic to start with and see what it takes them. But see, he talked about that Rangers can't go toe-to-toe with Celtic. I think Rangers have got to attempt to get in Celtic's face and go toe-to-toe with them in a pressing game. See if Rangers just sit back, like I swear I've seen in the past 3 years of Old Firms, we're going to get beat. We need to, try and dominate the midfield, sort out at the back that Kyogo, Maida, and whatever other fast players are there just can't blast past our fullbacks. Clemonte's got to get this team right, man. He's going to pick Tav, and Tav is just going to get us destroyed. It's you could pick Diamonde, Sterling and Barron in the midfield, and for me that would be my midfield, right? But at the same time, what's going to happen? Are we going to lose the midfield battle? Because would you rather play Sterling at right back instead of Tav? Of course, most people would, but I think Philip Clement's going to do that? No. I think the best case would play Sterling at right back and you bring Hagi back into the team because the guy's clearly not leaving everybody. Alright? Yanis Hagi is here to stay. He's made that quite obvious that he does not want to leave this football club. So I think it's about time that we stopped pissing around with the guy. He wants to play. Hagi gave it his all when he played for Rangers in the past. I just do not understand. It's actually pathetic. He's not in the manager's plans because we don't have the money to facilitate his wage increase. Even though I think we clearly do now. Cantwell's going to be going, Wright's going to be going, Davies is away. There could be any other things happening with Rangers at the minute. It's can we just sort Hagi out? We have got a guy that has won trophies at this football club before, played a pretty big part in them, and if we're being honest, the past bunch of years where we have fallen off, he's not been a part of. He's played the odd game here and there, but Yanis Hagi has not been an integral part of this team when it's been poor. He was an integral part of this team when it was fucking good, and I think some people need to put a bit of respect on the guy's name. Don't understand why Hagi gets hit with the same brush as some of the other shite that's been here, and some of the other shite that just down tools and hand in transfer requests like Todd Shitey Pants Cantwell. Todd Hagi. Yanis Hagi needs a bit of respect put on his bloody name.
That's it. Right now, Celtic are heavy favourites and rightly so with the way they've started. But you just never know, when an Old Firm game comes around.
And there you go, guys. That's the closing thoughts for Kris Boyd. In an Old Firm game, you just never know. Unless you look at the last 15, Rangers only won 2, one in extra time and one in a game that didn't matter. So you're acting like you don't know, as 50 Cent would say. But I think we all know what's going to go down on Sunday. Some of us might be more man enough to admit it, But we'll have to wait and see, guys. It'll be intriguing. Well, I say it'll be intriguing. I'll be done. I'll be done.